I think I... Hey everyone, I'm the Turkey Farmer. Welcome to the Greens Hilltop Homestead. Today, our task, I gotta make some trellises for our tomatoes. Because as you can see back there, they're getting pretty big. So I'm gonna jump on the tractor, get some T-posts, and start pushing them into the ground and get started out here. All right, so I'm gonna get these started right here. And what we're using some 8-foot T-post. I'm gonna put them right here, and I'm gonna go down to the ground to about the top of here. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna put PVC tees on the top, and then run conduit across, and drop lines straight down, and then wrap these tomato plants around there. So I'm gonna get these started real quick, and then I'll finish them off with the tractor. Push them down makes it a lot easier. So go like right here. And then the next one right here. Want to try to be like in the center of the plants. We're doing this bed here, and then we got one more in the back. You should go in pretty easy. So I just might use this. I think I got a couple T-posts mixed up. I think they put one of the wrong sizes in here, so that one won't work. All right, so I'm using 8-foot T-posts. I'm putting 2 on each side, doing one here, and then we got one more bed in the back. These ones, we're gonna do the trellises. These are gonna grow nice and tall and seasonal. And these ones here are gonna bush out, and we're gonna weave the trellis through here with some rope. So gotta get these T-posts in, and then maybe later on in this video, the wife's gonna come out and explain a little bit more. So I'm gonna get these done. As you can see, these tomato plants they're growing really good. This is probably our best one so far that we've done, so they're definitely growing good. Also, we got this tomato plant that's in our bucket. We got a few tomato plants, other tomato plants here in buckets. This one, we're having to go up this trellis that we have already in here. We're trimming it, keeping it so it has a few stems on here, and it'll just grow its way up onto this trellis. So we got this one in the bucket. So this one's gonna grow pretty tall. So we'll put an 8-footer on here. Don't throw away protein buckets. I'm sure you can go to like local farms that have cattle. They probably have tons of these empty buckets that you can get from, and just put your seeds in them. And the other thing we're gonna try to do, we got one more tomato plant. Well, we're gonna have the 8-footers right here, but we're also gonna get one of these tomato plants and have it grow over this arch. See how it will grow on there. So yeah, you can use all kinds of stuff for doing your arches and your trellises. This is probably the expensive way, using a cattle panel. The conduit, 1/2-inch conduit, will probably be the cheapest way. But I'll show you guys how to do that too. All right, so these two, I'm gonna use a tractor. we'll just take a quick look. All right, we got the 8-footers all over here for this one. Got some stuff that we got to plant in here. Got these 8-footers done for this one. Now I'll straighten up these T-posts, because it will bug me if they're not straight. And then we got these ones on here. This one we're just gonna run zigzag lines through here and keep them nice and straight and off the ground. These ones too, zigzag through them and just work our way up while they grow. And then, like I said, we'll put the conduit on top of these and then run string down and clamp them on with our garden clamps, because these ones are going to look nice all tall. So let's do the next step. All right, let's show you what I'm going to use. So I got these 2-inch PVC tees. I'm going to place it up on here just like that. One there, one over here, and then I'll get the conduit. Getting kind of windy out here, but yeah, so this is how we're doing it. So you put the T on there and just run the 3/4 inch conduit, I mean 1/2 inch conduit. You can put 3/4 inch in here too. 3/4 on this might work better, but we'll see how this goes. You just run it across right here, and then we'll run a line from the top down to each plant. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 6 to 8 plants on each row. So I got to get one more tee. Of course, you're always short on material. I used to have 4 of those tees, but we got those I think 2 years ago. So I got to get one more for here and then put the conduit on here, and then I'm gonna do the same thing over there on those other 8-footers. Very easy to do, simple way, and it's gonna work great. All right, so we did mess up on one thing. Well, I messed up. I should have been listening to the wife. I guess it's the humidity getting to me. So this post that I put right here for this plant, I'm taking that out. I'm going to put it right here in the middle of these containers, and then we're running a post going into that trellis over there, because these are all indeterminate tomato plants that are in here. So yeah, it is common sense. I guess she was right. So put an 8-foot post right here, and then we're running a post just like that over there with the conduit going through a T, same way. Just one T on here, and then running the conduit through that trellis. So yeah, and look at, found this cool frog. As long as I don't get stung by a wasp. Look at this frog right here. It's blending in. All right, so I got this one done. So 2-inch T PVC with the 3.5 inch conduit going across, and it goes to the top of this trellis. So this tomato plant will grow up this, and then we'll do the same thing over here that we're going to do on the other side. We'll run a line straight down, straight down, straight down, and yeah, that's how we're going to do it. All right, so got all these trellises put on here. Got the 1/2 inch PVC. Oh, we'll just run our rope down and start connecting all of our tomatoes. These tomatoes are already getting pretty big and heavy. This one's laying down on the ground. You don't want them to be on the ground, because that's how the tomatoes are going to rot. So we're going to get these all straight up on here. And then this one's done over here too. So yeah, it's just 2-inch T's PVC, and then the 1/2 inch conduit. And as you can see, these tomatoes, and they're getting big. Like this one definitely needs to get stood up. It's already got tomatoes growing on it. A lot of tomatoes. Tomatoes everywhere. These are going to be the bushy ones. And they already have a bunch of tomatoes on them too. So we got to get these off the ground. See all those tomatoes in there? These peppers. These peppers are looking really good. Look how big the leaves are on them. Been trimming these so they bush out. These are probably going to be the best peppers we've had so far since we've been here. Take a look at our peas that are growing. This one's got a lot of flowers. Still trying to figure out what it is. Not sure what kind of squash this is. I think it's a mix of two, like a spaghetti squash and something else. We're not sure.
These are our tomatoes. These are our indeterminate super sauce and Big Mama hybrid. We have this trellis here. We waited a little too long. We should have done this a while ago, but that's how we roll. But we're gonna try and work with it now. We need to tie these tomatoes up to here so they can trellis up. And we need to take some of these branches off. Indeterminate, you don't want to keep all of these, I forgot what they're called, but these little ones inside. But as you can see, since we waited, they're starting to grow tomatoes on them. So we might just take this bottom one off right here. But we're gonna have to do this for all of them, all along here. And we're gonna have to try and get them a little less bushy. Especially here in Tennessee, it's really humid and there's a lot of tomato diseases. So we wanna thin these out some. But it also is hot and we don't wanna burn our tomatoes either. So see if we can find a happy medium here. And I'm taking ones out that are underneath where the flowers start. I'm not gonna take much out from the top here. And this, if I wanted to create another tomato bush, I probably will towards the end of the season. Not the end of the season, but once these start pittering out. But you would just take all these branches off, and you could probably even stick that in the dirt. You see there's, well, no there's not, but the roots will grow all along the stem. So I broke a tomato over there and I just stuck it in anyways, and it grew. I'll show you that later.
Put it in somewhere and see what happens. Just put it in somewhere.
Yeah, let me.
Sticking it in over there where the.
Let me get a better one than this though. Okay, this tomato go over here.
It's a big bush now.
Yeah. Okay, so we can probably, because this one we can't really take up because it's growing up here. Well, does it? Yeah, it's starting to grow flowers. We should really have like 1 to 2 branches, but this is what we got. Do this a lot earlier than we are. Yeah, but it's too high. Can't even tell which.
Plants look good though.
They're looking really good, yeah. So what do we have here? 1, 2, that's that tomato plant. So I think we have 3 here. Okay, so let's get this tied up. And this is going to be kind of hard since we have multiple branches, but we're going to see how it goes.
So what are we using?
We have staples. I couldn't find my clips. You can get those round clips.
Green clips?
And put them around there. No, they're like clear. Maybe some are green. And then put them around there and tie your string to it and go up. But I couldn't find mine, so we have staples, and that's what we're using. You can also put some type of board or stick going across and just tie to that. There's multiple ways you could do it. Okay.
We're using what? White rope?
This is some tomato string stuff. I mean, it'd probably be better to use like jute or some type of natural fiber string, so you're not putting all this plastic everywhere. So we're going to tie this to our staple, nice and secure, and then we're going to stick our staple in here. We're going to do it at an angle, and I might have to do multiple strings here. I don't know if I can get. We'll try and get both of them in one and see what happens. We shouldn't have all these stems, but we do. I probably should have done more than one, huh? But we'll do this one. We want this to be, because we're gonna have to take this top off and tighten it at times. So I need to do like a temporary knot, not one that we can't get off. Okay, so I went around twice, hoping that'll keep it up more. And then I'm just gonna do a temporary knot here. Well, that wasn't too temporary, but good enough. Okay, so let's take some more of these. What do you even got going here? Okay, that's another plant. See why you don't wait?
Should have done this earlier, but it's been raining a lot here.
Yeah, we just didn't get
It just took off quick.
It happens a lot. Okay, there's one. We'll leave this. I'm just gonna kind of make that one smaller. Same with this one. What's this? This one comes down, okay. We just need to thin these out some. But we do need the leaves for the sun to hit and do all the stuff plants do. Okay, so might want to do this one. See, that's why I wish I had those clips. Can't find those. So I can.
I think they were down in the basement.
We gotta try not to break. These are the ones that break. Okay, I just seen a branch I don't want. At least I don't think I want it.
Yeah, I broke a branch because it looked like it was going down
A
in the
big
dirt.
branch
But then it curved straight up and
with
had
lots of
tons
tomatoes.
So I got yelled at already.
Yeah.
So I'm staying out of the hole cutting my
That way, if I mess it up, it's my problem.
He likes to yell at me.
Only when you're naughty.
He's not a bad boy. This one's definitely a little late to be wrapping up, but
That's all
it
right.
needs to come off the ground.
I'm saying that's all right. We'll see. Once I get it done. We have this. Okay. I think we're getting there. Like this branch is so long. Some of these branches are just really long. These tomatoes are doing so good.
Yeah, I think it's because I really took part of this year.
Yeah, because he helped me. That's why.
Magic touch.
He's got the magic touch. Otherwise, we would be doomed.
Yeah. would have a lot of dwarf plants.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, see, look, you broke it. Can I yell at you now?
yes.
Time out?
Put me in time.
Well, there's nothing really on
There is, right
Oh,
there.
there it is.
But
That's one, not
we're
compared to the one
gonna-
I broke. That has like 50 flowers on it.
here. We're gonna
Go ahead,
use
take it.
that.
I don't have a mic.
We're gonna put this in water, and we're gonna create
A new plant.
a new plant.
You need me to hold that up?
Yeah, just hold it right there. Thank you.
Probably.
There. Look it. That's why I bought a black light.
What you got?
You see that?
No, no, no,
Brad?
no, 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 no,
Go smash it.
no.
No, take it off. Here. Go
got it.
smash it. Smash it. Tomato hornworm.
We got a tomato horn.
We just bought a black light to come out here and search for them. I found one baby, and now today I found him. So
I'm recording. Oh, yeah.
we're going to be on the lookout now. They will decimate a tomato plant really fast. Okay, we got them all tied up. You can see we got a lot of the stuff away from the bottom. You can see we have a lot of plants in this one bed. And now they have some more airflow, so they won't get diseases, hopefully.
And we killed about 8 of the
Tomato hornworms, yes, we're under attack, so we're gonna come out here tonight. And then
These ones we'll probably do later.
right here you can see how this one was starting to root, so you can see how the roots will come up the whole entire stem, which makes tomatoes really, it's hard to mess them up as far as getting them to start growing. Mostly how you'll mess them up is you'll get diseases. But like I said, I even broke the whole tomato in half, and I just shoved it in there anyways, and that was this one. And it's fine. It's smaller, but it's doing good. And that, look at these tomatoes right here coming in. And today is really hot and really humid.
Really humid.
We're sweating big time.
Sweat.
I hope you liked this video on how we made our easy trellises, how we tied up these tomatoes, these indeterminate tomatoes, and I hope you like and subscribe to our page. Have a nice day. Bye.
And don't forget to share the video. The more you like and subscribe, we can do more content. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Okay. Can't forget to do the famous move. What were you going to say?
Huh? Get it.